So here we go again. Warriors, Cavaliers, again. You could say it's what we expected, and you'd be right, kinda. Except let's be real, no one could have predicted either of these teams' paths to get back here. Last night, the Warriors beat the Rockets because the most prolific three-point shooting team in the history of the NBA suddenly went colder than Alaska, missing 27 in a row.
Wow.
Want to know the odds of that happening? 1 in 72,000.
Another wow.
It is literally more likely James Harden would be struck by lightning than be part of that kind of stretch. But let's not just look at the Rockets side. My Lord, what was happening with the Warriors at the start of that game?
Really?
Afterwards, Steve Kerr joked, quote, "I was thinking about resigning, except I'm not entirely sure he was joking." And let's be honest, this is hardly the first time this season we've seen this from Golden State. Remember the game when Kerr had to let the players coach themselves just to get them to focus on what was happening on the court? It's what makes the Warriors such a riddle right now and makes it almost shocking each time their outrageous talent finally does kick in and absolutely flattens everything in its path. Now, because of the KD factor, this is most certainly not the team that we saw in the finals in 2015 or 16, but it's not the same team we saw in last year's finals either. These Warriors are weirdly both more dominant and more vulnerable than before, and that is interesting. As for the Cavaliers' path to get here, it is almost too ridiculous to rattle off, but I'm going to try it anyway.
Let's go.
First, the owner decides not to re-sign his experienced, accomplished GM because why would you want one of those around? Then Kyrie asked for a trade, and then the Cavs decided to give it to him, although not just any trade, a trade to their closest, already outrageously talent-stocked chief conference rival. And then they signed Derrick Rose, and then he just disappeared for nearly 2 weeks to contemplate his future. Then the main player Cleveland did end up getting in that Boston deal was hurt for half the season, and so incompatible with the rest of the roster, once he even did make it back to the floor, they had to trade him. Actually, then they traded away 5 players, including Dwayne Wade, who had been part of a contentious team meeting surrounding Kevin Love, who had left a game a few days earlier due to suffering a panic attack. Oh, also, Love broke his hand and missed 2 months. Then JR, he threw soup at one of the team's assistant coaches.
Soup, anybody?
And it was tortilla soup, which frankly is not easy to clean out of fabrics, mind you. Then the head coach got sick and had to take a leave of absence. Then Kyle Korver's younger brother died tragically, and suddenly he had to take a leave of absence. And this is all before they even got through the playoffs on the back of a series of buzzer-beating heroics from LeBron James. So yeah, here we are again, Warriors, Cavs. But no, it is not how we expected. And my guess is that we will see that same theme continue as these finals play out. We may indeed get the result everyone is envisioning right now. But good luck predicting the path that gets us there.